Have you ever been on a trip that just didn't go as planned? Oh my gosh, it hurts my foot. Stopped to get my foot checked out, and they got me a boot for my foot. Who knows, broken or just sprained. We've been hanging out in Arkansas a couple extra days because the JK needed an axle replace.
Something about the axle's loose and shifting back and forth.
How'd you break it, Bill?
Nobody knows.
So we didn't think the part was going to be here till today. We got a call this morning saying, I've been trying to reach you since yesterday afternoon because it's done. It came in early, it's done, it's ready to go. Come in and get it when you're ready. They seem like a really great, competent shop. It's called Murders in Ozark, Arkansas. Look better?
Yep.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Handed the mechanic the sticker and he goes, now I know how you broke it.
The shop has been great. It's really funny because we keep forgetting things like the first night we went out and camped. We forgot to bring the dog food. And so the next morning we went back in and we're like, can we get the dog food out of the back of the car? Because our dogs are hungry. Yeah, they had people food in the meantime, but that's not a great solution. So we've stopped in pretty much daily to pick up something that we've forgotten. I don't know, it's only 2 days, but they already know us by name. So it seems like a really great shop. This may mean we can still get to Kanab, Utah by Thursday night, which was our original plan, was to meet Tristan and Reacher and Adriana in Kanab Thursday night. We might be able to do it, but that's what we're looking at. 18 hours, 12 minutes, 1,226 miles, fastest route.
Welcome to Oklahoma.
You're probably not going to see a lot on the road between here and Kanab because it would be boring.
An Amarillo Airbnb also wasn't in our plan, but we were grateful for the showers and laundry.
Bill, Krys? This is Bill and Krys. Who we got? That's Reacher! Where the heck are you? We're still at the Window Rock.
Are you at Window Rock or Wind Rock?
Window.
I thought you were telling me Wind Rock. Wind Rock's 2 hours from us. I think we're driving through Window Rock.
Chalk up one more thing that wasn't in the original plan, but this was definitely a positive one. That night, we all camped out at the Navajo National Monument Canyon View Campground. This hidden gem is definitely somewhere I'll return when my foot feels more like hiking. When we left the campground that morning, we expected to drive paved roads into Kanab, but our GPS, it had something different in mind for us. If you're ever driving through checkerboard or other reservation land, make sure that you're driving on a charted public road, because a lot of these areas prohibit non-tribal members from driving on other off-road trails. Many tribal lands also prohibit drone use and have limitations on use of photography or video. And just like that, we found the edge of the dirt, and we're airing up to drive the rest of the paved roads into Kanab. There are a lot of great places to stop on the route into Kanab, but we just didn't really have time. But we did make time for this.
It's too bad I can't get pictures of this canyon on both sides. This was crazy.
Yeah.
There's a parking lot. Should we park and walk back across so we can get some pictures? Yeah, because Rue's already in the passenger one.
Are they going to leave with us?
No, I don't think they're going to drive. You're gonna have, no, do you need me to open it? All right, there you go. Now this vehicle will be occupied by 3 dogs.
Everybody's like, who the hell's that?
In comfort while we walk. Operation of model aircraft is prohibited. Nice try.
Smack the ground pretty hard a few times.
Don't drop the camera.
I'm also sure you just want to put the phone in there.
That is pretty crazy. Let's see if I can look straight down. Yep, that'd be great if my camera fell off right now,
You
because
think
we
they
would
left it
never
on?
get it back. Can you feel it shaking? I don't care for the shaking. This whole stinking thing shakes. You like the bouncing?
I don't mind.
This is the Glen Canyon Dam. Actually, Glen Canyon? Lake Powell. It's Lake Powell Dam. We're going to get it right here sooner or later. And you have traffic coming like crazy across this bridge. The entire bridge shakes. But it's worth coming out here because it's new and really awesome. You've got the river on this side going through. And then on the other side, you've got the absolutely gorgeous dam. I don't think the video is going to get nearly the scope of this place. I mean, it's huge, it's immense. You look down and you're like, yeah, that would. It's a long way down.
That's some water pressure there.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice those. I need to move over further and get that. That is a lot of water drop. 3,400 and what? 90? Oh, you can power lights over here, huh?
Yeah.
So the faster you go, the more you can power your light. That's pretty cool.
After our brief stop enjoying the Glen Canyon Dam and the Visitor Center, we were back on the road again, enjoying those last 73 miles into Kanab, Utah. In Kanab, we picked up Tristan and his dog Waylon, as well as picking up a few extra groceries, and then drove the remaining 25 miles out to BLM Road 1025, also known as Winter Road. There are plenty of different routes that lead you into White Pocket, and this is the route that I chose. BLM 1025 is 23 miles of hard-packed dirt, rock, and dust, and when we were here, the winds were strong and the tumbleweed plentiful.
You decided you didn't like the dust after all? Right. There he is. Hi, Waylon. What you doing? You gonna jump? So we're now in the Vermilion Cliffs Wilderness area. If you do decide to come this way, expect lots of dust, lots of rocks. I think we came in on BLM Road. I think it was 1085. some really pretty views, a couple of switchbacks up to a high plateau and down the other side, but otherwise pretty repetitive. Keep in mind there are a crazy amount of roads and trails leading off everywhere in this area, so make sure you have your map. Make sure you have redundant maps just in case anything goes wrong with one of them. I think we have 3 different electronic versions, and we had a paper version and somehow it got left at home, so hopefully we don't need it. But with 3 downloaded electronic versions, hopefully we'll be fine. We're headed to White Pocket. We just drove in. It was about 23 miles on the first road, and now we're going down to Pine Tree Road, I think it is. And we're gonna go from there. So, onward. Just turned onto Road 1066. It's another 4-wheel drive required. Please keep in mind it is not an all-wheel drive road, not a regular drive road. This is 4-wheel drive required. You can get in trouble if you don't have 4-wheel drive.
Careful going through that. There's stuff up fire.
It's a lot smoother than the roads we've been on because it's mostly sand, so it's nice and comfy. But as Rachel just said, beware. There are sticks and stuff sticking up.
You see them, Krys?
Yep, I was driving through them when you asked.
They look like somebody intentionally pounds them in. I mean, they're going to get somebody's tires. Probably sometime.
A cow. Hi, cow. Are you lost?
Our original plan had been to leave Kanab around lunchtime, but we were already several hours behind that timeline, and we knew that we were going to be racing the sunset to make it to White Pocket.
There's another little rock step right there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the video very well. I can sure feel it. You'll probably see all the bouncing. Up another step, up another step. There's some deep sand right here.
And our wrong turn at this deep sand, it didn't help our timeline any. White Pocket is one of the more isolated destinations in northern Arizona. It's over 2 hours of drive time into the wilderness and more than 70 miles from Kanab, Utah. The next nearest town of Page, Arizona, why that's over 90 miles away and at least 2.5 hours of drive time. There are also hundreds of roads, tracks, and trails dotting the landscape along Vermilion Cliffs and the surrounding BLM land. so make sure you have those maps handy. And making that isolation even deeper, there's almost no chance you'll have cell service here. But if you come equipped with the right 4x4 with high clearance to drive these roads, you bring your own recovery gear, you have those maps downloaded or paper maps handy so you don't get lost, and you bring your own emergency communication device, this is a gem of a place to explore. Welcome to White Pocket. Here you'll find a variety of dispersed camping opportunities, including some flat and more accessible areas to the left along the fence. But if you go right and you take the more challenging road down the steep sand dune, you'll find this off-camber rock where you can set up camp for the night. The past 4 days of our trip simply hadn't gone according to plan. But despite those setbacks of a repair and an injury that caused us to race cross-country to get to Kanab on time, we found ourselves tonight exactly where we meant to be, watching the sunset over White Pocket as we set up camp and as Tristan prepared our dinner.
There's Chef T-Man. He's available, ladies. Just drop your name in the comments. He'll be in touch. Is this a good idea or a bad idea?
It's very bright.
It's like candlelight. Sorry, man.
There you go, something like that.
Stars. Light our path.
Absolutely. You probably can't tell from that one, but this is spaghetti.
You had your food.
He says I'll always eat more, especially if it's people food, right?
And if you're a little disappointed by what you've seen of White Pocket so far, come back next time when we get to show off White Pocket and the north rim of the Grand Canyon. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I hope you go out and find your own adventure.